Let's turn now to Florida, where rescue and recovery operations are underway after Hurricane Milton left widespread destruction this week, less than 2 weeks after Hurricane Helene also hit the area. More than 2 million homes and businesses remain without power. At least 17 people have been confirmed dead in the storm's aftermath. Joining me now is Willie Nunn, Regional Administrator for FEMA. Thank you for joining us this busy time. As we mentioned, Florida and much of the Southeast have weathered 2 major storms in 2 weeks. What can you tell us about the situation? What is FEMA focused on right now?
Thank you, Reverend, for having me. As of now, we're focusing on people. Life-saving continue, life-sustaining continues. Last night, the president approved a major declaration for 34 counties, including the tribe of the Miccosukee tribal Indian nation. And with that, sir, we continue with those life-saving. Today, those individuals can register for FEMA. They can register for FEMA at 1-800-621-3362. They can go online on disasterassistance.gov, and also they can use the FEMA app. But that calling out, reaching out to us is very important.
Now, tomorrow, President Biden will be in Florida, his second visit in 10 days to tour storm-damaged areas in the state. The president has called on Congress to return to Capitol Hill to approve billions of dollars for disaster relief. But Republican Speaker Mike Johnson has said the matter can wait until lawmakers return from vacation in November. Are you confident that FEMA has the resources to handle this historic run of storms and the aftermath?
Yes, sir, we're confident. Since the end of last month, the continuing resolution funded us. We're capable with people and resources, and we're positioned here in Florida and all across the Southeast for Hurricane Helene and also for Hurricane Milton. And so if we need additional funding, we have processes in place to make sure we have funds set aside for life-saving and life-sustaining.
Now, I have to ask you this. Since Helene and Milton wreaked havoc on the Southeast, there have been a flood of misinformation online, such as the claim FEMA has no money because funds were spent on migrants, something that is not true. Some politicians have also mischaracterized the available aid, for example, implying that a $750 payment to disaster victims for their immediate needs represents the only assistance FEMA is providing. I bring up these false rumors because of the very real possibility people will be misled into not seeking the help they desperately need. What is FEMA doing to deal with this issue?
Sir, our folks are out in these disaster areas as we get access. We have boots on the ground showing that we're there to listen to them, to register them if they can. And also, sir, we make sure that our folks are there with the information that folks need. It's a constant approach, working through the locals, making sure that the folks are talking to the locals that they trust, and we work with those trusted agents to make sure we reach those people. Our job is to reach people where they are, and we'll continue to do that above and beyond the misinformation.
Now, another question before I let you go. We know that in times of crisis, disadvantaged communities, black communities, communities of color specifically, are often the most vulnerable. How does FEMA make sure disaster response is equitable, making sure all Americans have access to the same help and assistance as everyone else?
Yes, Reverend. We know from years of experience that there's not a one-size-fits-all. We're looking to meet people where they are. Disasters affect people in different communities. We've added different programs to our programs of assistance to make sure that we help people in the immediate aftermath with serious needs, displacement needs, rental assistance, and continuous reach back where they can talk to us for their needs, and making sure that we're continuing listening to make sure that we leave nobody behind.
All right, FEMA Regional Administrator Willie Nunn, thank you for being with us.